I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
What is up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Rex and Specs. And as always, I am the host, C3. Yes, I know, another one, right? I'm hitting you guys back to back this week. I was super excited about doing this Rex and Specs video because I've doubled back to the comic book shop. I grabbed some of the books that I missed, but I also want to do a comic book review for you. So stick around to the end of the video, and we're going to talk a little bit about The Silver Coin by Chip Zdarsky and Michael Walsh. Alright? So, really quick, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely ring the bell. So every time I do a video, you guys will get that notification. I want to make sure that I thank everybody for all the support that they continue to show the channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll be at 500 before you know it. I appreciate all the encouraging remarks in the comment section. Please keep them coming because I couldn't do this without you. All right? So really quick, we're just going to jump right into it. I'll show you what I doubled back and grabbed, okay? From Marvel Comics, I did grab another issue of Thor, issue number 14, because it was the final issue of the Prey finale. So Thor, issue number 14. I definitely wanted to get another copy of that just to put in my spec box. Oh, and again, these are in no particular order, all right? So we have, coming from DC, we have Batman, Urban Legend, issue number 2. And I definitely had to get this beautiful cover. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Francesco Mattina cover. That's just a beautiful cover. What do you guys think about that? I don't know how I missed that, left that on the shelves the first time. Definitely awesome. I popped it into my light. Put that right in the collection. Definitely happy to be able to add this to the collection. Just beautiful. Very well done. Alright, next up is from Marvel. I doubled back and I grabbed one of those comic books, The Immortal Hulk, issue number 45, with that Boss Alex Ross cover. That Boss Alex Ross cover. Just phenomenal artwork, man. Unbelievably well done. And the story's good also. Had to have that. Excited, definitely happy to have that. I grabbed another King in Black issue number 5 in the Scotty Young variant with Ryan Stegman and Donny Cates on the front. I thought you said long arms. No, I said strong arms. Definitely love Scotty Young's artwork. Always been a fan. And last but not least, everybody, I was able to find the very last copy on the shelf of Scout's Honor, issue number 4. So shout out to my guy, La Cruz's 1971, because he told me that if I couldn't find it for cover price, he was going to send me one. But thank you very much. But I wound up finding a copy, and I was happy as all outdoors, man. Yep, Scout's Honor. Definitely needed that one. So I'll be digging into that, right? So if you like what I picked up, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If it's something that I still missed, definitely leave a comment in the comment section so maybe I can double back and grab that, all right? So as we transition over into the review, if you like the content that we have over here at the Keep It Comics Studio, C3 Comics, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so every time I do a video, you guys can get that notification. If this is your first time watching the video, we are the Keep It Comics community. So welcome, all right? So now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is The Silver Coin, written by Chip Zdarsky and Michael Walsh. All right? So bear with me, and I'll try to walk you guys through this. The silver coin, the ticket, and this is from Image Comics, right? So what we have is, in the silver coin, we have this band, right? Character's name is Ashley, Ryan, and Joe, and they're playing at this old rickety club. And they're not getting much recognition, you know, 1 or 2 people in the club a night, maybe 3. So they're really, really struggling. But what I like most about this is the fact that it's being told from the guitarist's perspective, right? And this guitar guy, he's real ambitious, and you know, he has his hopes set very, very high. You know, I love the artwork in here. I love the pressured artwork, because that's what I view it as. Very, very pressured artwork. Wants to definitely get their point across. I like the colors. I like how it just flows evenly with the story, right? So you got that beautiful artwork, and you have Joe and the rest of the band, right? So they're trying to work their way up the ladder, but you know, the other members of the band, they're like, you know, well, maybe we weren't meant to be big. Maybe we weren't meant to be huge. Let's just enjoy what we're doing. Let's just have fun. But the character Ryan, the guitarist, he's just not having it. So one day they find themselves at the house, at Ryan's house, and they were just digging through some old boxes looking for something that they could possibly pawn, so they could buy a new snare for the drum for the band, right? So they run across this coin. So Ashley finds the coin, the drummer. She finds the coin, but Ryan, the guitarist, is like, yeah, let me see that. So she gives it to Ryan. He looks at it, you know, and he's just thinking, and as he's thinking, and he's imagining, like, you know, I'm not willing to settle for what we got going on right now. I'm looking for bigger and better things. I'm going to get bigger and better things. And while he's doing that, he's eyeing the coin that they found. Ashley asks him, where'd that come from? And, you know, and she's like, well, the boxes and everything that we're digging through, this is all stuff that my mom left behind, but when she left me and my dad, right? So if you can see that there, you know, they're in that little, they're probably in one of his rooms or in the garage area somewhere, you know. So they're just digging through boxes that his mom had left behind, and that's where they found that coin at. So we flip over a little bit, and we realize, you know, that there's just a box of junk that Ryan's mom left behind. Ashley finds the coin. She gives it to Ryan, right? And just one day while they're in the garage, and I'm going to tell you also what I like about this comic too. I love the colors that the artist, that Michael Walsh, uses to lift the story up off the pages. If I can just show you this real quick. Just look at these colors and these words that he uses, and the words just actually lift off the pages. So it's kind of like you can really hear these people playing in the garage. I know while I was reading the story, I could really hear these people in my head playing this music. Like, I could hear the cymbals I can hear the guitar, I can hear the drums, and I was just really, really drawn into the story. You know, so one day they were in the garage and they were just messing around playing, and you know, they was like, well, are we gonna practice or what? You know, and everybody's like, yeah, let's practice. And, you know, one guy, what's his name? Joe, which is the other guitarist. He's, you know, he's got to go to work. So Ryan's like, yeah, we know. Let's play. I need a pick though, because Ryan didn't have a pick for his guitar. And so Ashley tells him, look, moron, just grab a coin, use a coin, and let's play, because we got to hurry up and do this. So he winds up pulling the coin that they found in the box out of his pocket, right? And he uses the coin to start playing. And if you look right there, you can see Ashley tap her drumsticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And literally, yo, I'm telling you, because of the artwork and how it's just flowing with the story, you can literally hear the garage just erupt in just rock music, man. Like, I was really, really just engulfed in this story. So they played, and if you read the story and you look in the other characters' eyes, if you look in if you look in Ashley's eyes, you look in Joe's eyes, and even in Ryan's eyes, you could, they can't believe what they are hearing. Like, he is literally eating his guitar live. So he killing it. He is killing the strings on this joint. And I loved it, man. I loved every minute of it. To finally, he just plays and plays and plays until blood just busts from his fingers and the guitar string pop. That's the only thing that stops him. Right? So after that, they're all looking like, whoa, that was awesome. It was beautiful, right? So they meet another day. They get together and they talk about what took place in the garage. And they realize, as they played with the coin, they played without the coin. They played with the coin, they played without the coin. Then they finally just, came to the realization that, it's the coin, man. And Ryan's like, well, if it's the coin, it's the coin. I'm keeping it, we're using it. Ashley and Joe are like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like cheating. Joe is like, whatever, I'm keeping it. This is our ticket. So hence the title, the silver coin, the ticket. The coin is the ticket, right? Spoiler alert. This is a review. All right. So he finally just says, listen, I'm using the coin regardless. This is going to get us out of here. And there's nothing else to talk about. So they go on stage and they perform, and they let it be known that those three people that would come to the club and listen to their music, like 2 weeks of that, and then the club began to just be jam-packed. Their name became very well known, their sound was getting out there, and people were actually coming to see them. So the coin really, really set something off in Ryan. Now, the other guys didn't have a coin, so it wasn't like they were playing spectacular, but Ryan was just going bananas every time he hit the stage. He was killing it, right? And the people loved him. You can see the crowd as the crowd grows. It gets more and more intense, man, as it goes along. I'm telling you, man, Chip Zdarsky, he really knows how to create a story and just draw you in, man. So I'm a big fan of Chip Zdarsky's writing. Thanks to my guy, Rod DeRican over there, because I would not have found out about Chip Zdarsky without Rod. So shout out to my boy Rod DeRican over there at Just DeRican and his comics. All right, so on this next one, you have Ryan and Joe, and they're talking to the club owner. The club owner finally acknowledges that they popping right now, like they're on fire, and he has set up a meeting with this other group that's also playing in the club. They call themselves the Disco Hits. So the band that Ryan, Ashley, and Joe play for, they call themselves Running Red. And there's another band that they're in competition with called the Disco Hits. So the club owner, Danny, has set up a little meeting with the promoter that's coming from out of town. But meanwhile, he made Ryan an offer to play with the Disco Hits. Ryan refused the offer. He's like, nah, I'm sticking with my crew. I'm loyal. I'm not going nowhere. This is how I'm doing it, right? But Ryan gets in an argument, right? Ryan gets in an argument. They have a little disagreement. He walks out. So Ryan goes home. He's playing his guitar in the crib. Pop's sleeping. He wakes his dad up. Dad comes to the room. Yo, Ryan, quiet it down a little bit. Ryan's like, yo, yeah, Dad, I tried to keep it quiet, but yo, you sleep too much. But Dad, acknowledges that, yo, them tunes you playing, it's pretty dope, man. Where'd you get that? How'd you learn that? And Ryan's like, yeah, I got good. I got this gig going on, I got things popping. I'm probably finna be moving out in a second. And Dad's like, yeah, how is that? And then Dad notices the coin. Dad sees the coin, and Dad is like, where'd you get that coin from? And he was like, oh, it was left in it was left in the boxes, one of the boxes that Mom left that you were going to throw out. And he was like, let me see it. And then Ryan's like, give me back my coin. Dad is telling him, hey, yeah, that was your mom's coin. It was her lucky coin. Maybe we should give it back. And Ryan just goes berserk. He goes in on his dad. Yo, we ain't giving her nothing. This is mine. She left us. She don't get jack. Yo, he goes ballistic on his mom, right? So Dad is like, and Ryan thinks his dad doesn't understand. He's like, yo, you don't understand, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But his dad is like, yo, I understand more than you know, right? So I want to read this little spot to you right here. And he's like, I do understand. Dad is like, I do understand. I really do. So at this moment, I'm like, yo, I think Dad knows about that coin. Like, Dad knows that Ryan's mom is gone and that coin might have something to do with it, right? So, but Ryan, he's got this thought going through his head. He says, mom leaving dad, he said, mom leaving made dad weak. Did she leave the coin to help him, or did the coin help her leave and she just didn't want to do it anymore, right? So Ryan's trying to figure out what's going on with this coin. But meanwhile, he's contemplating, he's using it, he's looking at this coin, he's like, yo, but I'm not going nowhere. This is my coin. I'm using it. He's like, this is my ticket. He tells his dad, this is our ticket. I'm using it. We getting out of here. But meanwhile, he's still bleeding. His finger's still bleeding. And he drops more blood on this coin, right? So, as you can see, he goes off and he's playing and he's playing. He's playing. Look at that bottom panel right there. He's playing. And he's still blowing up the clubs, man. They love him. So the club owner, he sets up a meeting with an A&R that's supposed to be coming to town. So the A&R comes to town. He wants to meet with Ryan. He meets with Ryan, tell Ryan, listen, I like what I saw. You guys are fire out there. The only thing is, I can't sign you guys right now. I could probably convince my bosses to sign you, but you should probably go with what's hot right now. That disco thing is hot. So he's telling Ryan, like, you might want to hook up with the disco hits right now. You might want to sit in with them or change your sound up or whatever. But Ryan's not having it. But it's kind of like bringing him down a little bit. It's making him second guess himself, and he really doesn't know what to do. So he runs off, and Ashley finds him and has a conversation. He's like, well, what did they think? Did they like us? What? Did they hate us? He was like, nah, they like us. We're good. But they want us to change our sound. So Ashley's like, yo, I like disco and all that too, but I'm not changing my sound. And, I like playing with you and Joe. It's a fun thing. I like my Friday nights, but that just sets Ryan off because he thinks Ashley's always just willing to settle for second place, or like she don't have no dreams and no aspirations. She doesn't aspire for anything better than what they have. So that kind of like ticks him off. And he's like, you know what? Well, you stay here and you play disco. No, he says, you stay here and you settle for this second best stuff. He says, I'm going, and he says, you tell Danny, I'll sit in with the disco hits. I'll sit in with the disco hits. So he sits in with them, and man, they set the whole club on fire. Like, they start playing. They love him. He's still using a coin, and he even acknowledges, like, the coin don't have no prejudices. The coin don't choose between disco or rock. The coin rocks regardless, So he gets on stage, and as you can see, he's hammering that thing, man. He tearing that thing up. I could hear it screaming through the pages. I love the artwork in this thing, yo. Yo, I love this story. I really, really did, man. So he's got the club and he's going crazy with it. He's playing, but he's thinking to himself, he's like, yo, I'm playing so hard, I can't stop. I can't stop. And he's trying to stop. He can't stop, man. Like, the coin has got him. Like, he can't stop playing. He can't stop playing. So he's just going hard with it, yo. And the crowd are loving. He's looking up and he's like, yo, I can't believe we're doing so well that even the bartenders are dancing. That's never happened before. So the whole club is rocking, right? Until all of a sudden, he says, I can't stop. Everyone just burst into flames. Internal combustion. Everybody. Talk about the roof on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the burn. Yo, I love this story, man. Yo, this story was fire for real, man. And so you have the firemen. They show up on scene, and the firemen just like, yo, I can't figure it out. There's no flammables. There's no combustibles. He says, I can't figure it out. What's that? He said the fire started naturally. There are no accelerants. There are no combustibles. But everybody, there's nothing blocking anybody. There's nothing preventing any. Nobody tried to run out. Nobody tried to escape. Everybody just stayed and burned up. They stayed. Nobody tried to escape. He's like, yo, I can't figure it out. The fireman's like, yo, I can't figure it out. But the other fireman's like, well, you got to do something because here comes Louis. And he's like, who's Louis? Well, he's the guy who likes to pick through all the fire scenes, thinking, he could find something expensive. He tries to do it on the sneak tip, thinking that he's gonna come up with something, like he'll find something good. And the story ends like this, ladies and gentlemen. Louis finds the coin. He finds the coin. Listen, the silver coin, the ticket, Chip Zdarsky, Michael Walsh. I can definitely recommend this. This is a good read. This is my recommendation. This is my recommendation as a good read for this week. Chip Zdarsky, Michael Walsh, Silver Coin, The Ticket. Just a phenomenal read. A good first issue. A very good start to a promising story arc. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed the comic book review. I hope you enjoyed the extra comics that I picked up. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the channel. Listen, if you would like to see me do more reviews, leave a comment in the comment section below. This is actually only the second review that I've ever done in my career, a full review. So I really appreciate you guys just giving me the opportunity to just share my love for comics with you guys. All right? So I'm going to get out of here. It's running kind of late. I do have some homework to do, but I really wanted to get this second video out for you guys. I really appreciate you, all right? Thank you for stopping by the Keep It Comics studio. As always, I'm your host, C3, and I don't care what they say. We're going to keep it comics. Peace.